Welcome back to another installment of Urban Legends. This one is, oh, sorry, eye itching. 50 of the spookiest urban legends from every state. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to all 50 of them, but we'll see how far we get, okay? Patience. Whether you dismiss urban legends as children's lore or believe they're based on fact, these 50 tales will send a shiver up your spine. Decide for yourself which of these urban legends from across the U.S. is most terrifying. This one is from Alabama. Huggin Molly. I almost said Mary. The legend of Huggin Molly is clearly a tool used by parents to get their children to obey the rules. The story, native to Abbeville, tells of a phantom woman who appears to children if they stay out late at night. She grips the lingering child tightly and screams in their ear. She's not meant to cause death, just one hell of a fright. If you like urban legends, check out more chilling ghost stories. Make you believe it. Okay. The next one is from Alaska. The Quallapelk. The Quallapelk is an Inuit version of a mermaid or siren, calls to children who are wandering too close to the seashore with her humming, then takes them away in her baby pouch. The greenish woman-like creature will never return a child once it's taken into the depths. Sounds like a good way to convince your kids not to go in the water if you ask us. That's what it sounds like to me, too. Arizona Slaughterhouse Canyon, also known as Luna's Canyon. Slaughterhouse Canyon tells the gruesome tale of a 19th century gold miner who failed to come home to his family one night. Without his earnings, the mother and her children couldn't buy food and began to starve. When she couldn't stand it any longer, the wife chopped her kids into pieces, tossed them into a nearby river, and died of despair. Her cries can still be heard echoing through the canyon. God, that's morbid. God, I cannot imagine doing something like that to my children. Arkansas. Arkansas. The Gordon Light. The Gordon Light. Like many urban legends, the story of the Gordon Light has several variations. In one, a railroad worker was hit by a train and decapitated. His spirit can still be seen today searching for his lost light. In another, the railroad worker bore a violent grudge against his boss who had fired him. He murdered his former employer with a railroad spike, and the victim now wanders the tracks while the Gordon Light is well documented. No one has been able to offer an explanation as to what it really is. Number 5. Okay. California. Charman of San Antonio Creek. Per local lore, a father and son were trapped in a horrible fire. The father perished, then before help could arrive, the traumatized son lost his mind. He skinned his father and then ran into the forest. Now known forever as Charman, his blackened, burnt body is said to attack motorists on the creek road of Ojaya as he seeks more human skin. Ooh, there's one here in Colorado. Yes, I live in Colorado, but I'm not going to tell you guys what town. If you know me, you already know what town. If you don't know me, then you don't need to know what town I live in. I don't need a whole lot of weird things, just not doing that. Not that I'm not popular anyway right now, but, who knows. This one is the Ridge Home Asylum. The Ridge Home Asylum was a real facility that opened in Arvada in 1912. It reportedly housed patients who were horribly mistreated. Most asylums were closed because they mistreated their patients, so that's not surprising. Some of whom weren't even mentally incapable, but had just been forsaken by their family. Though it was demolished in 2004, people say they can still hear the screams and see the apparitions of former patients on the grounds. That's sad. Connecticut, Dudleytown. The misfortunes that have occurred in Dudleytown are so terrible and numerous that its nickname is the Village of the Damned. Didn't they have a movie called that? Don't demonetize me. It's in the website. Not my fault. The now completely deserted town is said to have been home to many suicides, disappearances, and even demonic activity. It is believed that the founders of the village, and by extension the village itself, are forever cursed. These ghost stories from the most haunted places in the world will seriously give you chills. I don't think that part was actually supposed to be read, so sorry. Sorry, not sorry, but whatever. Fort. Ooh, this one's happening on a fort. Ooh. This is in Delaware, by the way, and this is. No. Okay, there we go. Are you gonna let me scroll? There we go. No, go back. Go back up. Come on. Delaware, Fort Delaware, and I don't want Reader's Digest. I hate pop-ups. They totally mess with me on that. Give me 1 second. I'm working on it. Stop with the freezing on me. Come on. Okay, this is not the website I was just on. Oops, no. Here we go. See, I don't understand why my phone is messing with me right now, but I'm back on the proper website. Now let's see if I can't get us down to the Delaware thing. I believe it was story number 8. Yep, there we go. Story number 8. Delaware, Fort Delaware. Sorry about that, y'all. A prisoner camp during the Civil War, Fort Delaware in Delaware City was ultimately home to more than 30,000 Confederate soldier inmates. The few thousand that died there before they could leave the Union fort are said to still haunt the area. Interesting. Florida, Captain Tony's. I'm guessing Captain. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm guessing it's a restaurant, but have never been to Florida. Don't have any intent to go to Florida, at least not for a prolonged visit. Since 1852, Captain Tony's, the oldest saloon. Sorry, I always mess that one up. The oldest saloon in Key West has been known to be haunted. Doors slammed for no apparent reason, and there were inexplicable banging noises and frequent ghost visitations. Perhaps that's because it's the site of the town's original morgue and was built around a tree that the town once used for hanging pirates. Lovely. That's a lovely place to put a saloon. Yes. This one's from Georgia. The Song of the Sill. In the story, oh, hold on, get that off of my screen here. Okay, as the story goes, in 1848, Alec and his wife Betsy, both slaves, were in their home one night when their master, drunk and belligerent, crashed open the door. He attempted to attack Betsy, but Alec fought him off. Undeterred, the master chased Alec up a ladder into a loft. As the struggle continued, the master lost his balance, fell out of the loft, and died. Even though Alec turned himself in to the sheriff the next morning, explaining that what had happened was in self-defense, he was still charged with murder per the course of the antebellum South. Alec was imprisoned in the old Lawrenceville jail and later executed unjustly for the crime. People say they can still hear his sorrowful song traveling through the walls of the old jail. Don't miss it. Okay. Hawaii, and I know I'm going to butcher the name of this, and I'm sorry to my Hawaiian friend in Michigan. If you ever watch my video, do not come back and kick my butt, because I know I'm going to mispronounce it. Hawaii. It is Pala Highway. And if you do watch it, my dear Hawaiian friend, you know who you are. Please leave a comment or message me on Facebook and let me know how to pronounce that. It's Pali. I've never been to Hawaii, so yeah. Don't hate on me too hard, okay? You know, Pila, the Hawaiian volcano goddess, has many myths attached to her name. And I just got another freaking pop-up. How do I get this off my screen? No, I don't want jokes. You're interrupting my freaking thing, and you made me go back to Delaware. I don't want to go back to Delaware right now. Has many myths attached to her name. One tells of her ill-fated union with the demigod Kampaya, who was half pig, half human. The two supernatural beings had a terrible breakup, agreeing to never see each other again. That's why, as urban legend has it, if you carry pork with you when you travel over the Pila Highway or Ohano, your car will come to an inexplicable halt. Next time you're in the area, we advise sticking to chicken. Another tip, make sure you're not staying in any of these haunted hotels. Okay. Idaho, the water babies of Massacre Rocks, sorry. This urban legend is about starvation and infanticide. So if you're squeamish, you may want to skip ahead. When famine hit the local area, Pocholo, mothers resorted to drowning their babies in the rivers instead of letting them starve to death. It is said that these babies turned into fish-like imps whose new mission was to trick or even murder people. Illinois, Bachelor's Grove Cemetery. Ironically, I used to live in Illinois, so I still have family living there, though. Often referred to as one of the most haunted graveyards in America, the 82-plot cemetery is known as the home of many phantom sightings, from a ghostly white lady to an ephemeral white farmhouse. People who have visited the site have seen numerous inexplicable illusions. Indiana, 100-Step Cemetery. If you visit this cemetery in the town of Brazil, in Indiana, apparently, and climb the 100 steps in the total darkness of night. Legend has it you will see the ghost of the original caretaker and appear before you on the top of the hill. He will give you a preview of what your own death will look like. Sorry, but that's something I wouldn't want to know. Oh, Iowa. I used to live there too, not too long ago, a couple years back actually. Stony Hollow Road. As the saying goes, a woman scorned is not someone you want to mess with. It actually goes, a woman scorned. The heck with it. uh, Lucinda of the town of Burlington, I know where that's at, is no different. Legend says that when her fiance failed to meet her there as promised one night, she threw herself off the bluffs along Stony Hollow Road. Ever since, her ghost has appeared to countless people. What's worse is that if she leaves a rose at your feet, you are destined to die within 24 hours, or so the story goes. Number 16. Kansas. Grew up there. Molly's Hollow. The urban legend of Molly's Hollow speaks of the United States racist history. As the legend goes, when the local town folk found out that Molly, an African American woman, was involved with a white man, she was lynched. People claim her spirit is still there screaming at night. I'd be doing a lot more than screaming. Come on. Kentucky. Hogan's Fountain. In Cherokee Park, you'll find Hogan's Fountain, which features a statue of Pan, the pastoral yet devious Greek god. At every full moon, some versions say every night at midnight, the figure of Pan wanders the park, causing mischief for passerbyers. Louisiana, the Carter brothers. Back in the early 1930s, a young woman escaped from a home of the Carter brothers in New Orleans with slash marks on her wrists. She told the police that the brothers were feeding off her blood. The cops stormed the French Quarter residence, where they found more young women in similar states, their blood draining out of their bodies. The brothers, now thought to be vampires, were captured and executed, only for it to be discovered years later that their crypts were empty. What more okay, never mind that one. Maine, Sagan Island Lighthouse. Like many urban legends, the one in Maine has to do with isolation. As legend has it, in the 1800s, the caretaker of the Sagan Island Lighthouse and his wife were the only two people living on the tiny spit of island. They naturally grew increasingly bored and isolated. The caretaker bought a piano so his wife could play to keep them both entertained, but she only knew one song. The insufferable repetition of the same tune, combined with the severe sense of isolation, drove the husband mad. He took an axe, chopped the piano and his wife into bits, and then killed himself. Oh, so the story goes. Maryland. Big Liz and the Green Burr Swamp. During the Civil War, Big Liz, a very large woman, was a slave who became a spy for the Union troops. But her espionage was found out by her master, who decided to exact revenge. As the urban legend goes, he took Big Liz to Green Burr Swamp so she could help him bury a treasure. Big Liz dug the hole and was subsequently decapitated by her evil master, who threw her body into the grave she had just unwittingly dug for herself. It is said that if you travel to that spot during the dead of night, you will see her spirit there, attempting to lure you into the murky swamp. Sorry, but I am not going into any swamp, especially not in the dead of night. Massachusetts, the ghost of Sheriff George Corwin. When you think of haunted locations in the United States, Salem is no doubt one of the top places that comes to mind. A key character of the Salem witch trials, Sheriff Corwin, was the most infamous and brutal when it came to interrogating and handling accused witches. earning himself the nickname the Strangler for his torturous methods. A building called the Joshua Ward House now stands on top of the land where Corwin lived and died, and many people say they've seen him in the windows or even felt his hands pressing down around their necks when they're inside the space. 22. Michigan. The Nine Rouge. This is one of the urban legends still recognized today. It is celebrated by the people of Detroit every year. I don't know because, they say that there is a devilish creature known as the Nine Rouge, French for Red Dwarf, who causes mayhem in the city. He is thought to be seen when disaster is about to strike and is even said to be the reason for the Cadillac Company downfall in the city. Check out. Okay. I don't know about that. I lived in Detroit for 4 years and never heard of that legend. So, yeah. Wendigo, Minnesota. The Wendigo. The Wendigo is a creature of Native American folklore that is thought to be the result of cannibalism. A person will turn into a Wendigo, a fang-bearing creature that is tall, skeletal, and hairy if they resort to eating another human being. Will you fall prey to the glowing eyes and snake-like tongue of the Wendigo? I can do maybe 1 or 2 more, so yeah, I'll try to. Mississippi, the Witch of Yazoo. While living in the Yazoo River, an old woman allegedly lured boatmen to their death with her magic. One day, the local sheriff chased her into the swamp, and as she drowned in quicksand, she put a curse upon the town. In 20 years, she said she would return to set the city aflame. Early in 1904, the city was hit with a massive fire, believed to be the work of the witch. The next day, when people went to visit her grave at the Glenwood Cemetery, they saw that the chain links around her grave had been broken, or so the urban legend goes. Okay, Missouri, another one from Missouri, the Lenders Theater. This will be the last one. The Lenders Theater in Springfield is supposedly beyond haunted. From fires to stabbings to accidental deaths, this theater has seen it all. Locals and performers have alleged that they've seen the ghosts of the people believed to have perished there, including the janitor that was said to have died during the 1920 fire. Okay, so with that read and done with, I'm going to bookmark that page. In fact, I should do that before I forget, because there are lots more to read on this, because that was only 5 out of 50, so I've got 25 more to go. So yeah, I'm gonna try to bookmark this page, but so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off in this video and upload it. Thank you for anybody who actually watches my videos. Maybe I can grow my audience eventually. If you watch this video, leave a comment down below where you want me to do an urban legend from next, or if you want me to do just ghost stories or a mix of both, or true crime stories. I'm willing to do those as well. Let me know. I can't really do longer videos because I'm doing it on my phone, so until I can get the money up to get better equipment and all that, I'm stuck with just a certain time frame on my phone. So that's why I'm doing shorter videos. I'm not doing like hour-long videos, but I will be working towards getting better equipment, better lighting for sure. Let's see. Just leave a comment down below if you have an urban legend, a state where you want me to do urban legends in, or even a country. Say like you want me to do urban legends from Canada. Let me know. I am more than happy to do so. I will eventually also start streaming on Instagram, or not Instagram, but Twitch. I have an Instagram. I don't really go and visit it that often. So, if you find me on Instagram and follow me, comment something, I will find it. I will get notified. I will respond as well. But let me know in the comments. Go to Twitch. I will post on here when I'm going to go live on Twitch. I will also post on my Facebook when I will go live on Twitch. I just recently also tried going live on Facebook. That didn't work out too well the first time, so I might try that again eventually to read some more urban legends for my friends on Facebook, but I don't know yet. So, yeah. Let me know in the comment section. You want me to go live on Facebook or on Twitch? I'll do so. You have a story or a town or a state or a country that you want me to do urban legends from? Let me know down in the comments. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't. But please subscribe and hit that notification button because I'm uploading at least twice a week, if not more. I'm going to try for more this week because I'm starting out at the beginning of the week this time. So I'm starting out on a Tuesday for a change. So yeah, I'm going to try for more than 2 this week. So keep your eyes peeled. Leave comments down below if you want me to. Also, if you want me to do ghost stories, true crime stories that have not been solved yet, let me know down below what kind of videos you, my audience, wants me to do. Because I'm here to make videos that you guys will like, not what I like. Okay, so with that being said, I will see you next time.